All right. Hi, everybody. It is August 4th, if you can believe it. It's so hard to believe for myself as well. Um, and we are excited. We got the card that we pulled. Yeah, I always like to pull a card from Let's Get Deep. It's a card game. And the question was for today, are you scared or excited about getting older? So most of us responded. One person's new that didn't get the chance to respond, but keep your thought and you can share it later at the end. A lot of people were saying they're excited because as you get older, there's some less health problems for females. Some described as excited about getting older and doing what they love with their life, like their parents, and some are neutral, feeling about it because when you have health issues, it's harder to think about what it's going to be like when you get older. So, hey, it's a thought, a fun question to ask yourself. And I'm going to grab a card from that random. Um, Interesting. It says, I'm a down dog. It says, do a session of guided yoga today. Well, I'm not certified in yoga. I'm certified in Tai Chi and Qigong. So maybe we can change a little bit to do Tai Chi and Qigong. But I was stretching before doing this and it felt so good. So maybe it will do a little stretching, which I'm a Forever Well certified instructor also at the YMCA. So I can do some that kind of light, exercise. But it says yoga makes you more aware of your physical presence and centers your attention on the present moment. So definitely we'll be doing some of that. But if you can't do this event today, try to do another a time. So wonderful. So I wanted to share this quote that I saw. So Thursday there was this concert that a lot of you guys did come to. It was in St. Louis Park, Wolf Park, and it was an event that we performed at. And there was a quote when I got home that I saw on the calendar, and I was like, "Oh my God, that totally makes sense." But it says, "In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity." And for me, it was a difficulty because the air quality was unhealthy in the state of Minnesota for days. And do I have this outdoor concert? And the likelihood of it getting rescheduled was not likely. And they have three televised high definition cameras that we get to use for free and sound equipment. So it's a wonderful opportunity, plus advertise the album. And actually, somebody from the Sun Post, which is the St. Louis local newspaper, was there. So if anybody sees a video, I've been searching, but I don't see, they did ask for permission to take pictures. And my husband said yes. So be on the look for that. But the video is about to be posted right now. And go to St. Louis Park TV, and I'll try to put a link to it in this recording as well. So, but I wanted to give that's a quote by Albert Einstein, circle talking today. Um, so, in the middle of difficulty lies opportunities. And I thought that was perfect with that. When I came home and I saw that, and it was like, it was a difficult event because four or five of the performers backed out that were leading songs. And I had to be very fluid and open and last minute and playing a song I hadn't played in a couple years. Just, what am I going to perform to fill up the time? And so did other people. And it was magical because we had this amazing percussionist, Aaron, performed for us and did solo and did a beatbox rap song that was live, acoustic rap, which I've never even heard of. And you got to watch the video because even everybody's face was pure joy and amazement, like how cool that was. In the recording, you could see the authentic, creative unfolding happening, and it was magical. So, super grateful for that. But, right in the middle of difficulty lies opportunity, right? Opportunity to have magic happen. So, and if you guys don't know, I'm having a celebration this Sunday. Message me. And it's also a potluck. I'm going to have the main entree, but I tell people don't bring gifts. But if you want to bring something, you can bring a side item or a dish to share, which I feel like is magical when you do potlucks because you never know what people are going to bring. So um, that also brings magic to me. So here is an image I like to pull from the cat book. It's called Really Important Stuff. My cat has taught me. It says, adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience. Waldo Emerson. So adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience. And that's Ralph Waldo Emerson. So see if that makes sense. I love that image of the cats basking in the summertime. It's so beautiful here in Minnesota like that right now. And today is August 4th. A lot of birthdays in August. So shout out to the August folks. Um, Happy that there's so many interesting. So today's quote from this book, The Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo, it says, the quote is, when the dark is at rest, the light begins to move. When the dark is at rest, the light begins to move. And that's a quote from The Secret of the Golden Flower. So I am not familiar with that reading, The Secret of the Golden Flower. Um, but that's a good one to talking about. So I think that's referring to resting the mind, right? When the dark is at rest, the light begins to move. So that's a good contemplation for today. So I thought it would be kind of fun to do the movement next and then do the singing, chanting, lymphatic, because I just love that. Last time we did the chanting, we did lymphatic work, then we did the chanting. So I feel like I like that movement and then lymphatic and then, or, movement, meditation, lymphatic, and then we can do the chanting slash singing at that time. So get comfortable. If you want to sit or stand, do what feels comfortable for you. Sunlight is kind of just right there. But I'm so happy my chair got fixed. I don't know if you've noticed in the other videos, but my rolly chair wasn't rolling. And we just ordered new wheels from online and yay, it came in today and it's working. So I love this chair. It's very ergonomical. So I'm glad we were able to fix the wheels. All right, so I'm gonna stand unless you want to sit. So listen to your body, what feels good. And let's begin with some shaking. I always feel like that's a good way to get present in this moment. Just bouncing at the knees, letting the wrists flop. I know we've done this many times, but it is a good movement just to kind of get you going. And we can do it a little side to side movement as we're doing the same movement. So we're adding onto it. So, and now we can sway the arms a little bit more, coming from the core, tapping the kidneys, bouncing at the same time. And you can breathe however you feel good, in through your nose, out your mouth. And then let's bring it up to the lung points. And let's do that one more time each side. And now let's bring the hands up and let the hands flap, letting everything kind of drain and soften in your body. Good. Looks funny, but it feels good, doesn't it? And then slowly bring the hands down and just keep letting that bounce. And then slowly come to an end. Let's just feel how that energy shifting feels in our body. Feeling the chin tucked in, relaxing. I haven't done this movement in a while, so I think it'd be kind of fun. I call it rain. So the hands circle around and the hands slowly come down. And then the hands rise up, open up, expand, and then come back. Nice and slow. Hands rise up and then comes down. So try to imagine you're in the water. You're in a beautiful pool or lake. Hands rise, inhale, slowly exhale. Inhale as the hands come up and expand out. Exhale as they come together, and hands rise up and down. Let's do that again. Hands rise up. Gather what you want. Let it settle. Let it grow and blossom, just like that concert, it brought it together, but it blossomed right in front of the stage. And then send that gratitude. Let's do that again. Let's do it a couple more times. You can make this a smaller movement if you like. You don't have to go as high. Hands rise up, goes out, and comes back together. Hands release, and come back down. And let's do that 2 more times. Gather. So this is a little bit smaller, not going as high. See how it sinks. Having soft knees, open up, come back together. Hands rise, and come back down. And one last time. Hands come down. They raise up. They open. They come together. And come back up and release. And they come down. Good. So that is a little bit of a movement. There is a variation to it. Mine is the variation. The other one is the hands just kind of rise up and then come down. So they don't circle around. If you ever want to play with it, you could try that. All right, so I know the last time I think we met, we did a little of Tai Chi for better balance. It's kind of fun to keep it going, to remember. So let's just practice that a little bit. And I'm going to angle my feet so you can see it better. All right, so feet together, hands by your side, soft knees. And if you haven't watched this before, and you can do it in a chair, perfectly all right. And I'm going to mirror you so it looks the same. So the first movement is stepping out to the left. Then we let the hands rise and come down. We hold the ball in the right side, engage the hip flexors. We step with the heel first to the other side and the hands swing under and bring the foot in. Engage the hip flexors, step out with the heel, hand goes down with the leg, bring the leg in with the hand. And we'll do that a couple of times. Stepping out, right hand comes in, sinking in that hip, engage to the side, stepping out, and holding. And let's do it one more time. Each side, doing a sets of 3, holding ball, engaging the hip flexors, stepping back, going to the right. Good. So the next one is parting horse's mane. So we engage that hip, step out at the foot angle, hands go out. We shift the weight back, hold that ball, and then we bring the foot forward. Engage the the hip flexors, step out at an angle, shift the weight back, and the hand comes back. And then we hold that ball, bring the feet together. I'm gonna go back so you can keep consistent. You don't have to go back unless you need to. So we're gonna engage the hip flexors, step out, like the arm went out, the leg went out. I shift back, and then I'm gonna bring that hand and foot and then hold that ball. Engage the hip flexors, step out, shift the weight back, hold that ball and hold. Again, I'm stepping back so you can see me in the camera. Engage the hip flexors. Doing that for the 3rd time. Parting the horse's mane, shift the weight back, and then bring the foot and bring the hands together. Engage the hip flexors, step out, shift the weight back, and hold the ball. So that is the first two moves that we've been working on, and then we crisscross the hands to signify the ending. Knees are no longer bent. And then we bring that left foot back together. So that's what we've known so far in the old version. There's two versions of the Better Balance. This is the original version, which I have a personal preference for. And we can add on if you like. So the next movement after parting horse's mane, right, and then we shift the weight, bring the hands together, is cloud hands. So, or no, single whip, sorry, single whip. So the single whip is we make a limp wrist and then we step out. So you would, get the hand, step out, shift the weight back, and then you pivot. It's like a pivot. And then we bring that hand under and hold the bottom. So engage, make that limp fist, step forward, shift the weight, you shift back, you pivot your torso, and then you bring, like, right, I'm shifting that weight, my hand shifts with it, and I hold the ball. So a lot of times I think my hands are doing everything, but it's my torso. If you noticed, my body was doing the movement. So first thing, limp wrist, we go to the left, shift the weight, shift back, and then we bring the hand in, letting it follow the body. Engage the hip flexors, make the limp, shift the weight back, pivot, and hold the ball. Bring that foot in. So let's do that a few times. It doesn't have to be perfect. So engage the hip flexors, make the flat, then shift the weight, and then bring the hands in. Engage the hip flexors, single whip, and pivot, bringing the hands in. So engage the hip flexors, make that whip, and pivot, and shift the weight and bring it under. Engage the hip flexors, single whip, shift the weight, come back, and then hold the ball. All right, so we did it 3 times. Doesn't have to be perfect. Let's add on from the beginning of the movement that we've been working on. So again, just have fun with it. It's called single whip. Some people call it like why single whip, but maybe it's like you're smacking a face. I don't know where it comes from, but that's what they say, like a single whip. But let's just do it a few times. We'll do maybe 2 repetitions of each movement now that we kind of rehearsed a little bit. And then we'll do a cool down qigong movement and call that portion good. All right, so feet together, hands by your side. I am mirroring you. So don't worry about your right or left, just go in that direction. And Tai Chi for better balance, commence. Stepping to the left, hands rise, and they sink. We sink into the right side, we engage the hip flexors, we step to the left, hold the ball. Engage the hip flexors, step out, and hold the ball. We'll do it one more time. Engage, stepping out to the left, and engage the hip flexors, stepping out to the right. Next thing is parting horse's mane, stepping out at an angle or holding the horse down, shift the weight. As we come forward, bring the hand under, engage, step out, hold on the horse, shift the weight back, pivot, and hold. Next thing is the single whip, stepping out, shift the weight, step back, bring the hand under and hold the ball. Engage the hip flexors, make that whip, shift your weight, shift the weight back, and bring the hand under. We'll do that one more time. Engage the hip flexors, make the whip, shift the weight back, bring that hand under, and then sink. Engage the hip flexor, makes the whip, step forward, to the side, shift the weight, and carry the ball. To signify the ending, the hands crisscross, hands come down, and then we bring the left foot together. And I'm going to step back so you can see me. So just let's stand together with this movement, taking a moment. And usually we do the repetition one time, but we did it twice just so you get a little bit more familiar with it. Typically in Tai Chi, when we do a form, we do one repetition. We don't do multiple. Um, but I'm just giving you a little bit rehearsal, more practice time. All right, so let's do one more movement. I like this one where we just reach across, hands go up, ballerina. Feels like it's a nice, good stretch. Relax. Pull up from the earth, let it come over you, wash over you and down, reach up, over, and a pretty ballerina or dancer. Try to be gender neutral. Cinderella, right? Coming across, or just gently. They say to keep your neck neutral, to not look up. It's about having the hand go over your head and then going down. It's supposed to cover the nervous system. This is good for the gallbladder meridian channel. And let's do that one more time each side. And the other. Good. And then let's, if you want to do a little stretching in the chair, let's do that. No, I do stretching in my class that I teach at a senior facility. And I feel like that feels kind of good right now. So always just only stretch what is comfortable for you. But if you want to do a little stretch of the torso, if this is too much movement, if you're in the chair and just feeling a nice little stretch, it should feel good. Coming back to center and then going to the other side. So you might not look like me. You have permission to make changes. You might go way beyond me. So um, just wanting to get some blood flow, a little gentle stretch to the torso. And then let's maybe go to the side, just to have a nice little stretch. And then hands coming down. And let's go to the other side. And then hands coming down. If you want to have one foot in front of you, if you're in the chair, we're going to keep the chin up and lean forward for a little gentle stretch of the lower back. Just holding it till it feels comfortable. If you have any health issues, make modifications. But for me, it feels really good. And then you can swing across to the other side, getting the other side. And then slowly coming back up. Feels kind of good, doesn't it? Nice little shoulder rolls. This is what I do in my senior class, chair class that I do every week. Let's gently go down with the neck, keeping the chin tucked, turning to the side. Very gentle, keeping that chin comfortable. So listen to your body. I know I struggle with neck pain, so do what's comfortable for you. Do not do anything that hurts. And if you want to put your arm behind, get more of a stretch, feel free. But if that is too much, listen to yourself. Come back to center. Then the hand neck rises up, and we do the other side, gently going down, tucking the chin. And if you want to lean your ear towards your shoulder, you can, or keep just the chin tucked, feeling a gentle stretch. They say you should not go more than 70% of your comfort range, right? So even this would probably be better, right? That would be like 100%. So finding that middle. And everybody's going to look different. And then let's bring the neck back to center and then come back up. So that's important for neck health to always come back to the center and then raise it back up. So that's a little stretching. I like to also do the leg. So bring your leg crisscross if you can. And if you want, you can lift up or go forward. I like that stretch when I just lean forward. And then let's do the other leg. And then we'll call that good because I'm looking at the time now. But it feels so good, doesn't it? To get a little bit of a stretch in our bodies as well as some movement. All right, wonderful. So good job, you guys. There's more stretch we could do, but why don't we do some lymphatic work? So let's go to the fingers and then we can always do meditation a little bit, but gently have a pressure, 6 deep breaths, breathing in through the nose. And then exhale, breathing out. Shouldn't hurt. It should feel like an ant walking on you. Doing that again. And then a slow exhale. Let's do it a third time. Fourth. A fifth time. And one last time. And release. Let the hands slowly go down the face, leading to the clavicle. Going down 5 times. Let's do that one more time. Going over the ears, over the top of the head, over the ears to the clavicle. Going 5 times. One more. And then let's go from behind, top of the head, going behind the. This is where I usually feel like I mess up my hair. I usually have my hair in a ponytail, don't I? Because my hair is so thick. Let's do that one more time. And then let's go across behind the ears, swiping behind to the same side. And the other. And now we're going to do the chest. So under and to the side. You don't have to lift your arms, but you can. I find like it's easy. You can do it without, but I find it easier. And one more time. And then with the chest going up and over if you're female, or if you have extra tissue, men can too. And one more time. And then up along the clavicle, doing it 5 swipes, or clavicle to sternum, to the clavicle. You know what I meant. All right, let's go on the other side, sweeping around, lower and upper. And 2 more times. And now we go over the chest. And one more time. And now we go over the sternum, same side. And this is where you look for a towel or a scarf, something to do the back. Or if you have a friend nearby, you can ask them to do some 6 upward motions on your back. But if you don't have a friend, take a scarf and just grab it from behind the best you can and do upward strokes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's do the other side. Yeah, so if you have a friend, you can do upward backstroke, just gently, soft, not hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's it. And then we can gently go down the clavicle. And last week we did do the face, which was kind of fun. I feel like that was nice. Let's do the face. So doing all your fingers over your forehead, across the forehead, doing 5 swipes, and then 2 fingers around the eyebrows, and then underneath the eyes, going under And then we do a long sweep across and down. I think, and one more. And then we do the curve. Curve goes up by the ear and then down to the clavicle. So across and up. And two more times. And one more. Feels good. And let's gently do the chin with a thumb underneath and the other fingers across from the chin to the jawline. And the last part, gently going down the top of the neck to the bottom of the clavicle. And I think it's nice to have the drainage, having the hand here, just turn the neck, help the lymphatics drain as we brought a lot of stuff from the lymph nodes to the clavicle. This helps it release from the clavicle. A gentle pumping. And let's go to the other side, gently placing the hand there, turning the neck. Doesn't really matter which way you look first, it's just that motion of going back and forth that we're looking for. And let's do that one more time. So that is a nice relaxing movement. Hopefully it feels good in your body. We'll do a quick little meditation and then we'll go into that chanting and the song. Grab some water if you like that before you get more comfortable. So allowing yourself to settle in, thinking about today's little reflections. I'd like to do a meditation on that, about how you can go deeper, getting in touch about your thoughts about the future. Are you feeling scared or relaxed? So just being present in the body and witnessing what that feels like for you. Depending on your age, you might feel wonderful to get older and might feel scary. So settling into the body, allowing your body to be where it's at. It's worked really hard to get you to where you are right now. It's the end of the day. It's worked very hard to keep pumping the heart, the oxygen, keeping it flowing, all the fluids moving. There's so much in this amazing body that needs to happen in order to stay alive. So feeling that gratitude as it matures every moment and every minute as it progresses, hopefully into a more quiet, more stillness, more at ease, more at peace. As one usually ages, we usually settle down, we slow down. Not always the case, but generally we slow down, we allow more time for more space, more spaciousness, more opportunity to arise. Just like in that quote from the calendar that I saw, in the midst of difficulty lies opportunity. So if you've dealt with difficulty, most of us have. Some have not so much with their body, some have tremendously dealt with a lot of difficulty in their body. But where has that led to opportunity? Maybe it's a scheduling difficulty like I experienced on Thursday. The scheduling, do I do something, making a decision, right? What's the best thing for my body, for other people that I take care of or I'm caring for? That can be hard, right? When things are hard times, when you're not sure what is the right thing to do. But knowing that with the difficulty lies opportunity, an opportunity to listen to yourself, listen to what's around you, listen to what other people need, what you need, and seeing if you can arise with opportunity, that through that difficulty for opportunity, for growth, for better understanding. and forgiveness for yourself, you know. Um, Sometimes you make the wrong decisions and you regret what you did, um, but you let that go. There's a nice little quote. I meant to read it earlier, but they said it's a Buddha's teaching that says, forgiveness doesn't mean you accept what they did or you did. It means what happened doesn't control you anymore. So maybe that correlates with your scare about getting older or excitement. Um, Maybe you're looking about your past. Maybe you have forgiveness that you need to do when you were younger. But knowing that forgiveness doesn't mean you accept what happens, it means it doesn't control you. So letting go, being at peace. And if you remember the quote for today with the cat, it was adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience. Hey, patience comes with wisdom, right? Comes with age, patience. So may us, as we think about as we age, may we have the patience of a cat and laying out in the grass, bathing and enjoying, like the image shows. And the correlation of the quote that was the secret of the golden flower by Marco Nepo, which was when the dark is at rest, the light begins to move. When the dark is at rest, the light begins to move. So let's just take a moment for stillness as we absorb all these wonderful thoughts and just notice how it feels in our body. I imagine this class as a self-care class, a way for you to check in with your body if you haven't, check in with your mind, your spirit, and let yourself feel at peace. Peace with whatever is happening. A sense of relaxation. Knowing there's no right or wrong way. There's no right way. There's no wrong way. It's just the way. Which now I was going to sing you a different song, but man, saying that reminds me of another song. Which, I don't think I have taught that song. Okay, I might have to teach you two songs. And there is this class, somebody has a meditation. I'll have to share you the links. I'm just learning about the person. The person does a song circle out of the East Coast with another lady. It's Heather Bernice. And then Bernice does a 30-minute meditation um, every week. And basically, it's them singing songs as a beautiful meditation. And that was lovely. I got to experience that for the first time yesterday. And it was so lovely just to hear them sing and be in this beautiful state of stillness. So maybe I'll do two songs. So I'm going to copy the lyrics for the one song that I was going to share with you. Um, Pulling up the chat now if you're wanting to look or enjoy this beautiful meditation state. Um, there we go. For some of you, I got the link and I'll put the link in the chat, but it goes In the Circle is the name of the song. It's written by Joan McMillan, and in the recording is recorded by Andrea Sorum. So some of you might have heard this song before, but I haven't done it for the recording. So it's a beautiful phrase. It says, in the circle, no fear. In the circle, safety. In the circle, great happiness. In the circle, deep peace. And then we change out the word circle with body, moment, family, heart. So it's a beautiful kind of chant. So enjoy this meditation state if you're in, or slowly come out of it and just let yourself feel this body and sing along, especially if you know it. Some of you might know it already. So it goes, in the circle, no fear. In the circle, safety. In the circle, greatest happiness. In the circle, deep peace. I know my voice, I got to work on it a little bit here. In this body, no fear. In this body, safety. In this body, great happiness. In this body, deep peace. In this moment, no fear. In this moment, safety. In this moment, great happiness. In this moment, deep peace. Family. In this family, no fear. In this circle, safety. In this family, sorry, I screwed up there. In this family, great happiness. In this family, deep peace. And then we're going to end the word with heart and do the same phrases, those 4 phrases. In this heart, no fear. In this heart, safety. In this heart, great happiness. In this heart, deep peace. And the other song, which we could do chanting, but it goes, you don't have, or actually I might need to practice, but it goes, yeah, I might need to practice a little bit. It's The Way by Lindsay Scott. I'm gonna have to try to remember. Yeah, let me do it next week. It looks something to look forward to if you don't know the song, but it's called The Way. I just need to practice it so I have it right in my brain. That rhymes. Way and brain. So let's do that for next week, but let's do a little chanting. So let's do a chant quick as we come to a close. I know a lot of people loved that last time. And we have the song for The Way to look forward to for next week with Lindsay Scott. So taking a deep breath, let's do 5 chants with the chest, the throat, and the upper sinuses or sinus area. So nice deep breath. Let's do Om. Om. Again. Oh. Third time. Oh. Fourth. Oh. And a fifth. Oh. Taking a moment to be still. Maybe loosen the body if you feel like it. Feeling a nice, deep sense of peace and relaxation. And now I'll do the sound from the throat area. And I always like this sound, maybe ooh, ooh. You can kind of feel like it's coming up here from the throat. So let's begin. Ooh, 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 ooh. Two more times. Ooh, ooh. And one more time. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Take a moment to maybe relax, stretch, move, feel the stillness. And we'll do one more sound. And I'm looking at the time. I'm going to do one more sound. It is a 1 minute over, so if you have to drop, giving you permission to do that. But let's do the higher sound if you're able, the E. Taking a nice deep breath. E. And one last time, trying to see if you can get it between the temple. Normal breathing. Sitting back in your chair if you weren't. Allowing for that stillness, the quietness, the softness in your body. Feeling a deep sense of peace. Thinking about ways we can make aware of our physical presence and center our attention into this present moment. And just noticing how it feels in our body. So thank you so much for coming. I'm going to end the recording. And thank you for joining. If anybody watches it later, and let me end, stop the recording here.